Once again, we appreciate you tuning in to the CoinSeries channel. This is based on the simple assumption that the majority of those involved in the cryptocurrency and finance sectors are prosperous. I wish each and every one of you a wonderful day or night. Several working papers have been issued recently by the International Monetary Fund. This is one of those prestigious organizations that has been setting the standard for how to approach emerging technologies in this age of digitization, which includes, of course, digital banking. Launched on February 2nd, ASAP is a conceptual paradigm for marketplaces that trade digital assets. This is a brief overview. This working paper serves as an overview of the Digital Finance series, which provides a foundational understanding of technology. Paying close attention to the details of digital assets as they pertain to finance. A common vocabulary for the growing platform-oriented paradigm of financial infrastructures and a framework for technical debates on digital asset standards are the goals of the series. This article introduces a conceptual architecture, termed the ASAP Access Service Asset Platform, that utilizes digital asset platforms, DAP. It draws on lessons learned from central bank experiments and IT industry best practices. The ASAP model, which proposes a four-layer paradigm for digital asset platforms, employs tokenized assets as examples and samples to demonstrate the advantages and possible applications of this paradigm. Just as a seven-layer paradigm, typically referred to as TCP/IP, was necessary for the Internet's interoperability, so too was its employ. Similarly, a more cohesive digital asset ecosystem, regardless of country, could be possible if the four-layer ASAP model for such platforms promoted cross-platform interoperability. One man, Victor Tao, I hope I'm spoken his name correctly, and another, Hervé Approaching Pay, are clearly involved in its construction as we look into it more. These two individuals are intriguing when viewed through the lens of history. In April of 2018, we had the pleasure of moderating a panel discussion with Jeremy Allaire from Circle and Ryan from Ripple. The topic was how, despite the hype, blockchain technology does help with financial inclusion and international payments. Apprehensive, I guess. But this one came to us in April of 2018 as well. According to Ryan's prediction, established blockchain businesses such as Circle and Ripple will pave the way for digital assets to soon infiltrate all types of financial institutions in 2018. Applications are replacing the blockchain, excellent crypto, terrible view argument. It certainly captivates me. Nonetheless, it highlights the significance of the connections between Ripple and a number of these space-related companies to the International Monetary Fund. This is more than just Earth, as I mentioned earlier. At the same time, you can be questioning another individual. So, where does Victor fit into this whole thing? You are the true organizer of the BIS Innovation Summit. From March 21st through the 22nd, 2023. Naturally, Victor is affiliated with the IMF. We can see this if we go to the section where he is titled. Coincidentally, a large portion of this group has. In the past, they have penned numerous white papers covering digital assets and related subjects. I hope I'm correctly pronouncing that name, Tommaso. I doubt I'll be Manzini tomorrow. This one has been working on multiple projects with someone else, whose identity will be revealed at a later time. Ah, I get it. Adrian, I was under the impression that you could tell that just by looking at the PDF we supplied you. I have previously dissected Tobias Adrian carefully. The goal of the online marketplace known as Trust Bridges and Money Flows is to facilitate better international money transfers. A large number of senior officials from the International Monetary Fund wrote it. We'll get into that further later. Nevertheless, here representing Ripple are Joe Villano and two other men. Additionally, we have James Wallace. The focus here is on CBDCs and engagements in Japan. This article mostly focuses on CBDCs. However, Ripple was not the only one. Stellar worked at Uniswap. Was there? There are other prominent institutions like the UN, the World Bank, and the World Economic Forum there. However, discussions of this nature are commonplace within the framework of many of these substantial undertakings. However, this white paper essentially summarizes the efficiency and stability of the financial system. The difficult issues regarding the efficiency and stability of financial institutions are closely linked to the changing character of financial assets in the digital age. Recent developments like tokenization and asset programmability have prompted discussions on monetary policy. The current focus is on mitigating this trend's potential detrimental effects on the economy. That they are blatantly attempting to prepare for this new system is one of the main points I will make about it. It's sort of strange, you know? Beyond Ripple and XRP, further choices exist. However, XRP's ability to transfer all funds does not guarantee that it is suitable or a universal solution. Regarding this issue, nevertheless, I will admit that I am cognizant of the duration of our wait. But I'm going to be honest with you regarding all the prices you see for crypto at the moment. Not a single meaningful item. Given that the digital payment and financial landscape is still in its infancy, all of these forecasts are based on speculation and excitement rather than fact. Given the current price levels, I believe it is prudent to spread our investments out and put our focus on the next great cryptocurrency craze. After all, that's where most of the money will be made. Nevertheless, most of the revenue will be generated there. When I talk about life-changing wealth, I'm referring to the ability to preserve vital possessions and to participate in the new alternative finance industry. Like I mentioned before, looking back in time reveals that the International Monetary Fund, IMF, is deeply involved with Ripple. A post from the International Monetary Fund's website, dated June 21, came up in response to my prior remarks. Tobias and Adrian were actually involved. Also, I'm in Shawnee. Like I said before, they've been cranking out some serious papers and PDFs about digital currency. This is from June of 2021, but countries in developing markets and those with lower incomes stand to gain a lot from a well-managed and controlled transition to digital money. So that's what they intend to accomplish here. Nevertheless, I would prefer that everyone be informed of the duration required to do this. Their strategies have revolved around this for almost 10 years. All these PDFs, some of which are almost a decade old, have given us this data. My opinion is that it is of the utmost importance that everyone understands that we are already far into this transition. We are so close to the finish line. When we examine this massive change more closely, there is no need to give up now. The market is receiving substantial funding from institutions, and this will only increase in the years to come. All the major players, including XRP, will benefit greatly from this. A paradigm shift, however, is currently taking place in the financial business. And the game will be forever altered as a result. The soon-to-be heralded digital currency financial revolution will have the greatest impact on emerging countries and developing markets. The reason behind this is because our attention has been so focused on something for so long that it no longer appears vital. For some, it seems as though nothing is happening at all. At long last, though, everything that has to happen for this to happen is starting to come together. Everything, including rules and regulations, is essential. Nevertheless, all other arrangements are complete. Before, everything was handled properly. Place. The last major challenge is to complete the standardization and regulatory processes. Within the next 2 years, we will have it set up. Am I seriously thinking that XRP's value will skyrocket in at least 2 years? No. If you want to generate money, you need to do more than just stare at the 15-minute chart. Looking at XRP right now, it's obvious the market isn't prepared to react just yet. However, there are a lot of other great resources on the channel that I have already mentioned. They've done a fantastic job. Among them, the export example has been booming in popularity. There are plenty of other opportunities, but I think it's important to stress that XRP is essential to the global monetary system and that we shouldn't be greedy if we want to make money off of it. This means that getting it to $50 or $100 won't happen overnight. Yes, XRP has the ability to soar to $7 to $10 or much higher. Many people will be pleased with that $7 to $10 range, in my opinion. My prediction is that we shall witness its appearance very soon. Nonetheless, I eagerly anticipate it in the far future. Well, that concludes our video. Please subscribe to my channel, it would mean a lot to me, and follow my Twitter account, coin_Cerise. Goodbye for the time being.